Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey, what's up everybody? HTG Doug here again. This time we're going to be walking through Agrabah, telling you how to speedrun this level. I know a few of you that I've been talking to find it a little confusing, so here we go. There we got a nice little intro. Alright, and as per usual, I cut out all the cutscenes, so if you see it kind of randomly jump to an area, don't worry. It's just, there was a cutscene there, so. Alright, so I'm not really sure why I decided to fight these guys, but I figured they're the first guys I've seen in the level, so I might as well go ahead. So I really like this level. I like the characters. I like Jafar as a villain. I like the genie. I like Iago. And I like all the characters. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go into the question mark room, well, which is also Aladdin's house, for those of you who don't know. And what you're going to have to do is, other than save, is you're going to have to free the magic carpet, who is in the corner, I believe, right behind me right now. There he is. Yep, he's kind of stuck on something there, so all you do is free him, and he will actually give us the ability to fly to the desert where the Cave of Wonders is, so. Alright, so after you do that, just jump out back onto the main street, and we're going to head over and find Jasmine. There we go, gained a level. Didn't have to do anything for it, so it's always good. So at this point in the game, you can kind of see they're taking a little more hits than in some previous videos, so it is getting a little more difficult to complete the game without changing your equipment and everything like that, so. But you can still see I still barely take any health or anything, so it's not too big of a deal. So I do apologize at this point. That key hole on the wall there, you're supposed to unlock at a later point. Or I guess you can do it now, but I didn't do it, so later on I kind of forget to. But right now we're going to want to go to the Cave of Wonders to actually rescue Aladdin. So it's the first time we meet Aladdin and the genie. The genie is hilarious as always, so. Alright, so we're moving right along here. We don't really have that many levels left, really. After this, the only levels left that you have to complete are either Halloween Town or Atlantica, Monstro, Neverland, and then Hollow Basin, and the end of the world. So there's really not too much left. Neverland, Monstro, and Halloween Town are all relatively short. Hollow Basin's a little bit longer because it's kind of a bigger world. So, but it's still pretty easy. It can get kind of confusing if you don't know where to go because there's a lot of different elevators and switches you can hit to take you to different places, but luckily I know that world very well from having to do it plenty of times because it confuses the hell out of me, so I was able to get through it very easily, so. I know a few of you have also been asking for some Gummi ship missions, so if you guys have any in particular that you want to see, just let me know and I will work on getting those up for you guys. I wasn't planning on doing them, but like I said, you guys are asking for them, so I should have them up as soon as possible. I mean, I gotta go. I haven't even started doing the Gummi ship missions yet, so it'll be a little while because I have to get to a particular level or mission or, you know, whatever. So, but I will work on getting them up as soon as possible. Like I said, just let me know in the comments below which ones you want, and I will work on getting them for you. You could also leave us a message on Facebook and we will get back to you as well. So this is actually the point where I was supposed to use the unlock the key, and I actually just end up triggering a bunch of different enemies, so I apologize. That's why it's sped up really fast here. Said I think I'm done, and then the dude comes flying past the screen, and there's some more, and I end up having to go down there to kill the last guy, and I end up spawning more, so I do apologize for that. But I said once you speed it up, it doesn't take too long. Alright, so once you clear it out, all you have to do is examine it and it'll open the door on the other side. And then you just go through. And you'll actually end up on top of the main street where Aladdin's house is. What you're gonna have to do is actually open that door to the left, that right there. But you have to do a few things first. Said if you can go up to Aladdin's house, it'll trigger a little mini cutscene thing, text cutscene as I call them, and then basically you just want to go back out. But I do apologize for this part. I had a little trouble with the camera here. You'll see here in a second. I'm trying to climb up the ladder, and for some reason when it turned, I kept kind of jumping off, and as you can see, I kind of just fell off. Like this game is kind of weird with the jump. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. It's just see, like I'm just having trouble with this little area right here, so I do apologize. That's why it's still sped up. So there we go. I finally make it in there, and as in the last area, there's a bunch of guys here that you have to kill before you can unlock the key. So you're gonna have to clear out a lot of enemies here. Alright, so as I said, I'm working on getting those Gummi ship missions up for you. Just let me know which ones you want. I know a few of you have also asked for the Ice Titan battle. I have been working on that too. I've been trying to gain a little bit higher of a level before I did it. And I'm trying to get a little better of a keyblade. I mean, the one I have now is okay, but I would much rather go into it having a better keyblade than the one I have now. So I've been trying to do a little bit of training so that I can work on that. It's also been a little while since I played this game. Even speedrunning through the game, I'm still a little rusty, because the Ice Titan's a very different battle from what you face in normal Heartless. Oh, it's a lot of blocking his attacks and everything. And as you can see through most of this video, I do not really block at all. I basically just run up to everybody and kill them. So it's a little bit of a change, and I'm trying to work on adjusting so that I can do it. Alright, so once you head into this next area, you will actually fight the little first mini boss of the level, called the Pot Centipede, I believe his name is. He's basically just a long centipede made out of the pot spiders. So what you're going to do is basically just lock onto his head and just go nuts on him. He's pretty easy. He does do a little bit of damage if you get caught in some of his attacks, but as you can see, I've already eliminated like most of the pot spiders, so really not too hard. Just keep, like I said, just keep locking onto him like I am, and you should have no problem whatsoever. But other than that, I am gonna do Sephiroth. Honestly, like most of you, I do have a little bit of trouble beating him. The only time I've actually beaten him is when I was on like 85 or higher level wise, so he is a bit of a challenge for me, and right now I'm not even close to 85, so it'll be a little while before I probably get to that video, but I will definitely have the Ice Titan up soon. And also, I've beaten, out of all the secret bosses, I have beaten Sephiroth, Ice Titan, Kurt Ziza, but I have never ever beaten the Phantom. So that is gonna take a little while for me to get used to. So I do expect to do a video for it, but how long it'll take me before I get used to just to be able to beat him is a different story. So I don't use magic in this game. I prefer to just use the keyblades. But I understand that magic is very powerful and that it does do a lot of damage. It's just it's not something I prefer, so personal preference. But I do really want to beat him, because I've never have, and I've basically 99.9% completed this game. But that's one of those things that I've never really done, so I really do want to beat him at some point. And I've also never had a chance to even fight the Unknown Man in Hollow Basin, so I am looking forward to that too. I hear he's pretty easy, as long as you're on a somewhat decent level, but I really won't know until I try. So, but I do plan on having a video out for that as soon as possible as well. Just let me know what else you guys want. I'm also thinking about doing maybe some kind of synthesis video of where you can get some of the some of the items for synthesis, like so you can unlock the ultimate keyblade and everything like that. So if that's something you guys want, please let me know. Most of them are pretty straightforward if you know where the enemies are and who drops what. But if not, it can be a little annoying. As you'll see in some of the later videos, like Hollow Basin and even like the Trinity video, if you guys have watched that yet, that went up last night. When you have the ability Lucky Strike equipped, you'll drop a crazy amount of items. So if you guys haven't done already, once you get the Lucky Strike ability, I recommend equipping it to everybody. It'll save you a bunch of time later on in the game. So other than that, I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do. So if you guys do have any suggestions or recommendations, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do them. Like I said, I love this game and I'll play it all day if I could. So also let me know which ones. I'm actually kind of curious which level you guys chose to do, Hollow Basin or Atlantica. Because as you guys know, if you've been watching by now, I hate Atlantica. I think it's god-awful world, but I'm curious to think if that's like a unanimous decision or majority or what. So let me know which level you preferred. I'm always kind of curious to see what you guys do when you play the game, because some of the comments that I've read are things that I would never have even thought to do or to try to do. So I am kind of curious as to what you guys did and what you guys like and don't like. But okay, this part always kind of confused me, and I actually kind of lucked out. You actually don't have to open that room at all. When I saw it there, I thought that's where I was supposed to go, and it's actually not. So the room you actually want to go to is called the Hidden Room, and it's actually right back here in the back left corner. Once you go through there, you'll see the pillar that's blocking the lamp room entrance, and all you basically want to do is just shoot a fireball at it. So you'll see here in a second, I finally lock onto it, and like I said, just shoot a fireball at it, and that's it. It'll break, and you'll be able to enter the lamp room to fight Jafar. Twice, actually. You have to fight him once as himself, and you have to fight him as a genie. Spoilers if anybody hasn't seen the video, or not the video, the movie. I apologize. When it came out, it was on VHS, so video. So that's where that comes from. There we go. Got it. So I do love this world, but I feel like the boss battles could have been a lot better, if that makes sense. I find them very easy and very unoriginal, I guess. I mean, the genie boss battle with Jafar it's very cool, but it's not very hard. You basically just lock onto, well, I won't spoil it, but I mean, you just basically lock onto him the whole time, and you barely ever get hit at all. So it wasn't very challenging. I'm assuming that'll change when you put it on the higher difficulties, but even on beginner, I feel like it should have been a little harder than it actually was. So here you go. Once you enter the lamp room, you'll have a nice little cutscene, and all he's basically going to do is he's going to kind of let you hit him for a while, and then he's going to turn into like a little ball of darkness, and he's going to fly around. So just lock onto him, and sometimes he tricks you and kind of like he'll stop and then leave. So just keep locking onto him and just kind of follow him, and just like I said, just once he gets to a platform, just jump back on the back of it, and just go crazy on him until he leaves again. As you can see, I really don't get hit, and he dies pretty quickly. I mean, I do have this sped up significantly, but I mean, he's not very hard. So once that's over, you'll actually get an upgrade, to, you get Blizzara, sorry. So once you do that, you just walk up to Jasmine, and they'll trigger another cutscene where, if you guys have seen the movie, he gets turned into a genie. And then you basically have to fight him. But you don't actually fight him, Iago is the one carrying the lamp around, and what you have to do is basically knock the lamp free from Iago. So like I said, it's very easy. Just lock onto him and basically just follow him around. There you go. You see him right there. So just make sure you lock onto the right guy. As you can see, it kind of locked onto Jafar there. But there you go. Just keep going crazy on him. Said I'm actually accidentally dodging most of his attacks, and somebody cast arrow on me. That actually wasn't me. I think Donald cast it for me, so that actually helped a little bit. But as you can see, like I'm not even focusing on Jafar, and all his attacks are basically missing me. Maybe you guys will get unlucky and you'll get hit, but for me, so I barely take any damage here. So there you go, and at some points he kind of sits there and lets you go crazy on him. So just keep staying locked on, and it's really not very hard at all. So you guys shouldn't have any trouble whatsoever.
Back to your lamp.
And then he gets sent back to his lamp, which spawns another movie, which I actually don't remember anything about. I know I've seen it, but I can't even tell you what happens at all in Return of Jafar. I actually remember the third one a lot better if you guys have ever seen Aladdin 3. I know most of you stopped watching Disney movies after the first one, but I actually kind of like the third one, so. Alright, so now we get to seal the keyhole. So this should be the fourth keyhole that we've sealed so far. Traverse Town, Wonderland, and Deep Jungle. You cannot seal Coliseum's keyhole until you get the Yellow Trinity, which happens later in the game. So, alright, so here we go. We got a little, sort of like a mini game. You're basically just riding magic carpet to the exit, and you have little things falling at you. But during this entire first part, I really did not ever move the magic carpet, and I'm not getting hit at all. And as you can see, there are little green health balls laying around, so I wouldn't worry too much about this. It's not until this part right here that I actually start moving, and I kind of get hit by the fire a few times, or I get hit by the falling pillars. But as you can see, I barely lost any health, and I just picked up a few health balls, so I gained it all back right away. But alright, that's basically it. You're gonna leave the cave. You're gonna fly back to Agrabah on the magic carpet. There's a nice little cutscene in there that's about like 2 to 5 minutes long. So, but really that's about it. You learn the summon spell Genie, and you also get a new Keyblade, which you can't use if you're going for the unchanging armor, and you get the Green Trinity. So there you go. All you gotta do now is just go back to the Gummi ship, and that's gonna be it. So make sure you guys come back and check out Monstro. I know Monstro is very confusing, so very good video to have a speedrun for, because very confusing level. There you go. Come back and check out Monstro. It should be up sometime soon. There's the magic lamp trophy for sealing the keyhole. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, like I said, a few of you were asking for Agrabah because you guys didn't like it or were confused about it. So I hope this helped. And as always, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and like and subscribe to us on YouTube. See you guys.